You're trying to be like your mother, overseeing things from afar, but you are not her.
I'm sorry about Mara. I'm sorry I'm not her.
You're a bad friend.
That's not what they need. My people turned our planet, all of Etheria, into a weapon.
Podcast character designs done by Demon Artie. Like fan art, redesigns, original art, then Demon Artie's the artist you're going to want to follow. Be sure to check her out over on Twitter at ArtieDemon. If you like what you see, also consider supporting Demon Artie over on Patreon. For only $3 a month, you get access to Patreon-only community, concept art, voting on new art, bonus sketches, and the all-important fan service. So definitely check her out over on Patreon, because supporting independent art and artists is important. Haven't done one of these in a while. It's one of those articles, you know, those fluff pieces, those CBR, what was that, Newsarama, those all just awful websites. There will be a link to the article, but the archived version, don't ever go there. There's crash your computer. If it's on mobile, you might as well not even try it, because it will crash your phone. But this is a She-Ra. The She-Ra machine's in full swing. It's like 4 days away. And big thanks to Anime Hunter over on Twitter for sharing this story with me. You guys can always share stuff like that with me on Twitter, over on my Discord channel. You can even email me. But Twitter's probably the easiest way to get a hold of me for like, hey, check this out. And this is a ridiculous article. She-Ra, 5 hopes we have for season 5 and 5 fears. As you can see, the fears are ridiculous. They just make one of them is absolutely just unbelievably funny. But here we go. Allison Stolberg. You don't need to write anymore. They start out with a lie, just an outright horrific lie. She-Ra has been an excellent adventure so far. Really? Has it? Here's a look at 5 hopes and fears we have for season 5. Okay, let's get into this. Before they start listing things, they just kind of talk. Okay, here we go. She-Ra's 5th and final season premieres on May 15th, and fans are sharing their hopes, fears, and theories on what is to come. A new big bad is on the scene. Why can't they say Horde Prime, a new big bad? Who talks like that? Glimmer and Catra are also trapped in a spaceship. It appears that Hordak's memories have been wiped, so there's a lot going on. I was supposed to scream that because of the explanation point, but just talk like a person. What do we know? What we do know is that this season will be She-Ra's last. Hooray! Can we have a good riddance party? There's a lot of character arcs to wrap up. Has there been a single character arc? Scorpia a little bit, where she kind of learned to stand up for herself, but Swiftwind? Arcs to wrap up, relationships to repair or end, an entire galaxy needs saving. That's questionable. There's a lot of expectations that came with the exclamation points. Just don't use them. Here are 5 hopes and 5 fears that the fans have for the upcoming new and final season. What? You wrote this article, not the fans. Okay. Number 10. Hope Hordak is redeemed. It's gonna happen. We've seen, like in the trailer that we pointed out, the one I did with Artie. Check it out. Pretty cool. 40 minutes breakdown the whole trailer. And it looks like they rescue him from there. So he's going to end up becoming like a good guy. Bleh. Hordak's character development has done... Oh my god. I can't get through these sentences because they're just full of lies. Hordak's character development has been done startlingly well. No, it hasn't. He's appeared to be your average evil cartoon villain at first. He didn't... Season 1, he did nothing. He just sat in a chair and literally did nothing. But it turns out he's actually a tragic figure. Oh, who would have guessed the bad guy has a sad backstory? My big brother doesn't like me. I gotta prove myself. We're treading unknown waters here, people. He has been doing all of his deeds to get the attention of Hordak Prime. It's Horde Prime, not Horde. I don't know. He seeks acceptance and connection. However, he seeks it from a man who is evil. He himself is evil. He's killed how many people? So we're gonna just forget all the horrible things he did because he felt bad. They don't know how to handle these redemption things for bad guys. Not every villain needs a redemption. That's true. His relationship with Entrapta, she's 30, 70, 140 years old. His relationship with Entrapta really enriched his character. How? Enriched? Ugh. He no longer was this one-dimensional villain. And the fans loved it. Did they? So many hope this will somehow be redeemed from the upcoming season. Yeah, it's going to happen. He's going to become a 100% good guy. Number 9. Fear. Catra's fate. Oh, do you honestly think they're going to kill Catra? She's going to marry Adora, and that's going to be, they're going to hold hands and be super mega lesbians to the end of time. There's no way in hell they're going to have this character lose or get punished for any of her bad, evil deeds. Nothing. She's going to come out the hero. She's going to be the hero that She-Ra should have been. But, Catra, gotta love her. Catra's the most tragic character of the series. I think Mara was. Every time you think that she hits rock bottom, she somehow gets even worse. And this is usually from her own thing she does herself. She's had multiple times to go back to join the good guys with Adora, literally saying, putting her hand out, join me, never does it. Could have had a life in the Waste, in the Crimson Waste with Scorpion. They could have been the queens of the frickin' the Crimson Waste. They could have ruled over all the gangs and everything. She throws it away. Just so many times she could have done so much better for herself, but they make it sound like, oh, poor Catra just can't catch a break. No, she screwed herself over. Ugh. By the end of season 4, she has pushed away everyone and that's ever cared for her. She's truly alone. Well, yeah, she did that to herself. Fans have mixed feelings about what they want to happen with Catra. Isn't that true about everything? Not all the fans all agree on everything. And why even say that? It's just a stupid sentence. And water's wet and the sky is blue. Some want her to be redeemed, while others think she has done too much damage to welcome into the fold of the good guys. With only 13 episodes, there's no way they can actually give her a good redemption. It is absolutely impossible to do. Unless the whole 13 episodes is 100% on Catra, which that's not going to be the case. Wherever the case, there's a lot of writing on this character, and many are afraid of how the character's conclusion will be handled. So much writing. What the hell are you talking about? It's not a real person. Number 8, Hope. Scorpio will reclaim her crown. That's actually a cool idea. But again, with only 13 episodes, you can't do it justice. Scorpio has become a fan favorite for her sweet personality and for being a very unusual princess. She is nice. She is kind. Her weird. Again, she is a nice woman, but her weird obsession with Catra is just, it's a little creepy. I'm glad she got over it and decided that she realized, man, fighting for this girl who I care about doesn't care about me. I can't fight for this anymore. I gotta walk away, which was really good for her to do. But she shouldn't have been attracted to her in the first place because she's like a woman and she's like a girl. I don't know what the ages are of these characters, but it just the way that Scorpia holds herself and everything, he just seems like an older person. Anyways, whatever. That's just another discussion. Most of the princesses in She-Ra are about glitter, flowers, and other dainty aesthetics. Huh? Who? Did you watch the show? The only princess who's like that is Perfuma. So Perfuma is most of the princesses. Glimmer's not like that. Freaking Mermista, anything but. Frosta, the glitter, flowers. What are they? They didn't watch the show. They didn't watch the show because this sentence makes no sense. Scorpia is different with her awkward claws and large stature. However, she's possibly the loyalist, most patient and kind character in the series. That's true, but she made friends with Frosta the first time they met. Like, they were at odds for a little bit, but they realized, even Frosta for being who she is, she's kind of cold and everything. She realized, wow, Scorpia isn't a bad person. She was on the bad guy's team, but deep down inside, she's not a bad person. So, what are they talking about? Fans are hoping she will reclaim her crown as princess, and it seems pretty likely since she's already joined the good guys. Well, what do they mean by that? But when you say that, I think, get her people back and have a land and people to rule over. But I think they just mean I get to be part of the crew, which is stupid. Fear, Adora or Glimmer hooking up with Bo, and they say I'm homophobic because I don't like the show. These people are literally heterophobic. It's right here. They fear straight relationships, so they are heterophobic. They even admit it. There's not enough episodes unless they do a weird 5 years later and they show how everything happened after the fact, but there's not enough episodes to develop any type of relationship with anybody. She has done great work with the LGBTQA plus allies. Isn't it just assumed you don't need to put an A for allies? Isn't that the plus covers the A? I say LGBTQ plus. I'm not saying A because that's stupid. Characters from Bo's two dads to Spinnerella and Natasha, who only had one episode where they actually did anything. None of the characters can be proven to be heterosexual. None of the characters can be proven to be. So remember how everything is backwards now. Remember, it was always like, oh, you don't know if they're gay. You have to prove it. Now you have to prove that you're straight. Jesus, people. My goodness. Oh, this writer's ridiculous. And Double Trouble uses they, them pronouns. What does that have to do with their sexuality? That has nothing to do with it. Whatever you define yourself as to be, you know, whatever XYZ has nothing to do with your sexuality. Those are completely separate issues. He can, you know, he can be a he or she can be a she and still be attracted to male. See, whatever. In a podcast interview, the creator of the show, Noel Stevenson, even said the rainbow at the end of season 1 symbolized the gay agenda. It symbolized a Deus Ex Machina way of solving things. And My Little Pony is guilty of that, where they're like, oh, we all team up and shoot a giant rainbow and beat the bad guy. Which is fine for a show about talking ponies and magic. You should have done something more because they've never used that power again. It just came out of nowhere. And the giant rainbow hit Catra. So the gay agenda on Catra, I thought Catra was mega lesbians for Adora. That was a stupid, like, dumb joke. That was a way for her to, Noelle to answer the question without answering the question. So that isn't like fact. That's just her being a weirdo. A lot of fans are hoping Adora and Glimmer will get together as a couple. No one actually thinks that's going to happen. There's nothing there. There's no, see, with Catra and Adora, you can see that there's something there for Catra. She really likes Adora. And you can see it in the way that she interacts with her and everything. But with Glimmer, I don't see it. There's nothing there. That's just a dumb ship. A minority want Adora or Glimmer and Bo to end up together. Why even say that? How do you know? I think Bo and Glimmer would make a great couple because they've known each other for so long and they care about each other, and that can grow into a love from, you know, caring about each other as people to like actually caring about the person in a romantic way. I can see that happening because they've known each other for so long. But why is that a minority? However, that would end up in disaster for the show's main following and message. What? People can't fall in love? How is that a destroying the message? No straight people? What about King Micah and Angela? Well, did that destroy the message that they were together? All these characters came from a straight coupling of some kind. So did that destroy this? Oh, this writer's out to freaking lunch. Number 6. Hope. Glimmer and Adora unite and make up. Well, I hope so, because they're friends. They should be good friends together because they were at odds in season 4, but Glimmer, even though it was one of those things where she ran out there to activate this weapon and then I instantly regret my decision, they should make up because friends should make up. Adora and Glimmer's friendship was put through some major struggles in the 4th season. No, it's just a struggle over power. And I'm the queen, do what I say, but She-Ra, I have no connection to you. You don't tell me what to do. That's how I would have handled it. Anyways, with the new role as queen, Glimmer's under a lot of stress and had trust issues. Trust issues? With who? What? Shadow Weaver? She trusted her in a second. Who's she talking about? Adora would disobey her orders, and then that did not help either. By the end, they were separated, and Glimmer comes to the realization that she was the one in the wrong. I wouldn't say she was wrong to rush into things, but Adora handled it poorly too. And look at this picture. Could Adora be any more flat? Oh my goodness, it's distracting. Fans hope Glimmer and Adora will unite and make up for the damage they caused to each other. Yeah, I agree with that. That's a good one. Fear, number 5. Adora getting powerful without character development. This isn't a fear. This is a guarantee that this is going to happen. Because with only 13 episodes, they can't get all this in. They can't do a good redemption for Catra. They can't have any type of relationship building and have character development for Adora all in 13 episodes. It's just not possible. And it's gonna suck, guys. She's gonna get all this news because everyone's seen all the spoilers, right? We've seen her new outfit and everything, and she's going to get all this power, and it's gonna be because her and Catra love each other. That's where it's gonna come from. A major theme in She-Ra is fate versus choice. Is it? It is one of all the characters have struggled with, especially Adora. In the upcoming season, fans want her to develop her own ideas and conclusions about fate and her role. Adora is as dumb as a sack of rocks. People get mad at me for calling her dumb, but she does a lot of stupid things. She's not very smart. Doesn't mean she can't be a good person and be nice and be, she doesn't make you bad. Just because you're dumb doesn't make you a bad person. But she's totally dumb. Making realizations about herself and her role will make her stronger. Will it? Every time she's kind of done what she wants, she's always had these weird breakdowns. Like when we first found Mara's ship and she was learning about the past. Like she's not a very, she needs a dad in her life, or a male figure who's been through some things, because she's not handling things on her own at all. What is feared that she will not develop in that way. She won't. She could get all powerful, get another powerful item that she uses instead of whatever it is in her heart. Luckily, though, this fear is coming true is very unlikely. I love how this writer is a really weird person, because you literally have no idea. It's going to come from her and Catra becoming in love, and that's what's going to give her all the power. I guarantee it. Number 4, Hope. Shadow Reaver gets what she deserves. All bad guys should get their comeuppance, but all throughout season 4, she did nothing but good. And if it wasn't for Shadow Reaver, they all would have failed. So she deserves to be, it's so weird. She should have been sent to Mysticor and be tried for the crimes of killing all those wizards when she first turned into Shadow Reaver from Lightspinner. She straight up ate that dude. He was like whatever, their Grand Wizard, or whatever the hell they called him, the head, the Grand Wizard of Winterhold. She ate him. So she should go to jail or whatever punishment they have for that murder. They just kind of swept that under the rug. But at the same time, if she wouldn't have transported everyone to the Fright Zone and do everything she did during the end of season 3, they would have all died. So she's kind of a hero. So what do you do with that? That would be an interesting, like there should be a trial and like figure out what to do. But again, only 13 episodes. That's not going to happen. Shadow Reaver has been a villain since the beginning. She helped the good guys, but not without her own schemes and motivations, which I thought was true, but nothing came through in season 4. Nothing. I honestly thought, oh, she did all the stick with, maybe she poisoned Glimmer and she was going to try to control her. No, nothing. She like became her advisor and was giving her good advice. She told Glimmer not to rush in and activate that weapon. So what scheme? What was the motivation? We never got to see it. Maybe we see it in season 5. We didn't see it in season 4. She was a horrible caretaker for Dora and Catra, and a master manipulator. All true. Fans are hoping that she gets what is coming, be that death or imprisonment. I'm glad you speak for everybody. I just love this writer. It's ridiculous. People talk about the abuse. We never really saw it. There's like little things here and there, but I know they weren't going to show, any real abuse. But if it was never shown, we can only infer what happened. Number 3, a fear. A precious character dying. A precious. Ooh, me precious. What are you talking about? Why not just say, oh, I don't want one of the characters to die. But precious? Why do you get write like that? God, these people. This is what all fans fear for any media. Their favorite character dying. Not necessarily. If a character that I love goes out like a freaking badass. Let's talk about Beast Wars. What a great freaking cartoon. Dinobot went out like a boss. He saved everybody. And he was like that good guy, bad guy type of character. But he was dying. And like his systems were being like shut down. It's like he was going into stasis lock because he was dying. And he kept overriding because he had to keep fighting. And every time his computer would be like, stasis lock in a minute. He's like, override. And he kept fighting. It broke my heart when he died, but he went out like a freaking hero and a badass. So not everyone fears their character dying. As long as they go out like a hero or doing something awesome or being helpful, as long as they don't choke on a pretzel or slip on a banana peel or something stupid, if they go out cool, I have no problem with the character dying. Anyways, in finales, the chances of characters dying increases dramatically. In the final season, will we lose anyone? Obviously, some bad guys are going to go down. How do you know that? I don't think anyone's going to die. Honestly, the way that this show's been shaping up, nobody's going to die. But will we possibly lose a precious character like Bo, Glimmer, or Dora herself? Nope. No, that's never going to happen. No way. Not in a bazillion years. I will be shocked. Number 2, Hope. Learning more characters' backstories. Again, with 13 episodes and the Siege of the Planet, there's not enough episodes to do this. Or do it right. Can they say some like offhanded stuff and we're not going to get enough? It's just 26 episodes, maybe. 13, I wouldn't want to be given the task of shoving real backstories with real emotions and everything into such a small time frame. Anyways, there is always more to learn about the characters. Some of the most emotional scenes are from flashbacks, like the ones with Catra and Adora being raised in the Horde together. We can still learn a lot about the villains like Hordak, Horde Prime, and Catra, not with this time frame. Here's there's like a book series. There was a Rise of a Hero, I think it was called. They did a review, check out that. There was a scene in the book that wasn't in the show where Catra and Adora were younger and they were playing like in a little like smelting pit. And all the intense heat would turn the sand into glass. So they were like collecting these little stones, they're precious little like glass beads. And Shadowwave was like, you guys are wasting your time. This is stupid. But in that small moment with Catra and Adora, they were just being little girls. And they were collecting little things they thought they were pretty. That's a great scene. It's actually beautiful. Wish it was an actual show. But little moments like that are awesome. But with such a, like I said, with such a short time frame, I wouldn't want to waste something on something like that when you can actually have stuff that moves the story forward. Number 1, the fear. What powers does Hordak have? How's that a fear? That doesn't make any sense. Of course he needs to have all kinds of cool powers and be powerful and destructive and a real threat. Hordak Prime. I just say Horde Prime. Is it Hordak Prime? Am I saying it wrong? I say Horde Prime. Horde Prime is the biggest unknown for the upcoming season. Good duh. He is confident, merciless, and we have no idea what he's capable of. We can see that he can, his little dreads, his dreadlocks can like go into his clones and like wipe their memories and shut them off. I'm wondering if they have like needles, like hypodermic needles in them. I wonder if he could do that to a normal person. Like if he stuck Catra with them, would it turn Catra into a slave? I'm assuming he's strong and like physically strong. Or do you think he has like laser blast powers, like he can shoot him out of his arms and stuff? We don't know. I'm hoping he's like ridiculously powerful, so it's gonna take everyone to fight him. I don't want a thing where Adora unlocks her power, gets her new outfit, and just beats his ass. I want it to be a battle. I want She-Ra and him to be knocking each other around. The other princes that they come in, they're not as strong as She-Ra, but they're willing to sacrifice their lives to save Etheria. I want it to be something big and epic, and he needs to be powerful for that to happen. Back to the article. Apparently, he can wipe minds and at least have some manner of sway with his clones. Well, I'm pretty sure he has 100% control of them. When we will see what that did to Hordak. Can he control the others? What's the deal? I'm pretty sure he can. I like how there's no like ending paragraph to wrap things up, and that's just the fears and the hopes. Fear straight people. Fear them. They're scary. When you see a man and a woman walking down the street, it's the scariest thing you can imagine. But yeah, what a ridiculous article. The person didn't watch it. Saying that line about Scorpia being a different princess, she doesn't like flowers. But the funny thing is, Scorpia does like all those things. She does like, if you want to go have a picnic, she would absolutely love it. She would pick flowers and she would make lunch. And she is that type of princess, which is, this person's an idiot. But anyways, another one of these CBR articles. I think there's another one. I might do that one before the season premiere, but yeah, she was right around the corner, guys. Let me know, what were your hopes and fears? Were they anything like this person's? Crimson Saint here. Thanks for watching the video. If you're enjoying the content, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single upload. If you have any tips or story ideas, hit us up on Twitter at C15 Podcast, or better yet, join our Discord server, link in the description below.